It's Tuesday, July 18th. I'm Jessica Coombs with your KENS 5 News Now. A man is in the hospital with critical injuries after police say he got shot multiple times on the city's southwest side. This happened just before midnight in the 7800 block of New Laredo Highway. That's where San Antonio police say the shooting happened in front of a car parked at a home. The victim, who witnesses say had multiple gunshot wounds, went to a house asking for help. Police say the armed robbers drove off in the victim's car. There was actually a second vehicle following behind them. Police are looking for the stolen vehicle and the carjackers. No word yet, though, whether or not the suspects knew the victim. A 2-alarm fire forces 14 people out of their apartments. A bedridden tenant had to be rescued by crews. You're looking at the aftermath of a fire call that came in around 10:35 last night at the Iron Horse Valley Apartments. Pretty close to Northeast Loop 410. One elderly tenant had to be pulled out of the burning building. Luckily, though, no injuries were reported. Fire investigators still looking, though, to try and figure out what started the fire. Someone makes an ATM withdrawal not using a card, but instead using a stolen truck and a chain. This happened near Marbach and Hunt Lane on the city's west side just before 5 this morning. San Antonio police say the person or people involved damaged the machine enough to get some money. This is the second time in less than 10 days an ATM has been stolen. The first one we know of was at a store at I-10 in Hildebrand on July 10th. No word yet, though, if these incidents are connected. Mexico has filed a complaint about the floating barriers on the Rio Grande. The country's top diplomat says the buoys are a violation of water treaties. They were launched by Texas Governor Greg Abbott with the intention of blocking migrants from crossing the river. Mexico plans to send an inspection team to the Rio Grande to see if the barrier extends into Mexico's side of the border, and if it does impede water, that would violate the treaties. This year, Enchanted Rock State Natural Area has already made nearly 40 rescues, many in part due to the heat. We all know it offers some of the best views in all of the Texas Hill Country, but making the summit in the heat can really turn dangerous if you're not careful. The surface there can top 150 degrees with very little shade along the trail.
Like, I equate it to opening up an oven when you're cooking a pizza and that big rush of hot air comes at you. That's what it's like on the summit.
Officials say now is not the time to test your endurance. The best time to head out and take in the view early in the morning or in the evening. Make sure to stay on the trails too, because if you get lost, it takes officials a long time to find you when you're on foot. Well, we want to check in with Paul to see how long this heat is sticking around. Probably not going anywhere anytime soon, Paul.
Yeah, you're right about that, Jessica. Not going anywhere anytime soon. It is going to be hot today again. 105 excessive heat warning is in effect for today. If you have anything planned this evening, it's going to be very warm as well. So take it easy out there today.
Gotta stay hydrated. Thank you, Paul. Well, trending online, imagine shelling out 6 figures for an iPhone. A first-generation iPhone sold for a cool $190,000 after it hit the auction block. Well, it was an unopened 4-gigabyte model bought for nearly 400 times its original price. This happened over the weekend. That model considered to be the holy grail for Apple collectors. It'll be interesting to see what it's worth in 20 years. Well, that's your KENS 5 News Now. Thanks so much for joining me. Remember, if you're in front of the TV, be sure to join us KENS 5 Monday through Friday, 4:30 to 7 a.m. Thanks for following us online. I'm Jessica Coombs. I'll see you tomorrow.